Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make HelloPurr, which is the first of the apps we make in App Jamming Club for coding. Okay, first thing we always need to do is check our email because I send you all the class materials you'll need to make a certain app in your Gmail email. If you don't have one to start the class with, that's okay. Just ask for help and we can set one up together. Anytime you want to find the App Inventor website, it's on the top of all the class handouts, or you can go ahead and Google App Inventor 2, and it's always the first result. Okay, this is going to come up, we're going to say continue. There's a funny picture of me. We always start a new project up at the top. Click Start New Project, and I'm going to call this HelloPurr. That's the easiest way to remember it, just by the name of the app. Click OK, and you'll be given a fresh start. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is make a button. Over here on the left side of the screen, you have the basic things open to you already. So click and drag a button. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put the image of the cat on top of the button. What we're actually doing, I forgot to say, is creating a simple little program that will have a cat's meow every time the button is touched. So we have text for button 1 available, but we also need to add an image. We're going to say upload file, choose file, and I'm going to get a picture of a kitty. And this is going to be in your Gmail email if you don't know where it is. Click kitty, open, say OK, and it's going to load into the program. Okay, it looks good so far. The next thing we need to do then is we don't like the text on top of her face, so we're going to scroll down here on the left side under Properties, and instead of text for button 1, we're just going to get rid of that. And as you can see, there's no more words on top of Kitty's face. Okay, the next thing you want to do is click on the button under Components and look at Properties on the right side of the screen. Scroll down to where it says width and say fill parent. Okay, height should also be fill parent, and say okay, and you can see by doing that it resized itself and it fits a little bit better in the screen there. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is label the kitty so that we know what we're doing. Inside this basic palette, which is open already, the user interface, there is a label, and I want you to click and drag it underneath the kitty, and we can see it there. Okay. You can see anytime we add anything to our screen here, it shows up underneath Components on the right side of the screen. So far what we have on our screen is a button and a label. We're going to add a couple more things. Okay, what we want the label to say, it's already selected, what we want the label to say is pet the kitty, because those are the instructions for our app. Okay, and as you can see, the words show up here. And here's where you can have a little bit of fun. You can change the font size to 20. You can change the text color. I'm gonna make mine yellow. I'm gonna make the background color at the top blue, and I think that looks nice. So that's what I'm gonna do with mine. You can make yours any color that you prefer. Okay. The next thing we have to do, now that we have our button and we have our picture and our label, is make the kitty meow. So the way that we do that is under Palette on the right side, we're going to click Media, and we're going to choose Sound, and we're going to drag it over to the viewer. It's not something that you can see, but you can tell that it's there because it's underneath Components on the left side. Oh, excuse me, the right side that is. If you can see sound there underneath Components, you're doing good. Okay. Underneath Media at the very bottom, you should have sound selected, and underneath Media we want to upload this file. Choose File, and we're looking for the meow sound. Again, this is saved on my computer, but for you to find it, you're going to have to go to your email. That's where I put everything we need every week. Click Open, say OK, and now the kitty sound is available for you. Okay, let's see. Just checking. Everything that we need, I think, is there. Under the Properties pane, you can see that source property currently says none. You want to click the word none and change it to meow. What this does is it makes it so that sound 1 corresponds to the meow soundbite that we have, and they're linked together. Okay, you'll see why this is important in a second. What we're going to do now is put together the blocks of our app. And what the blocks are up here in the upper corner, the blocks are the guts of your app. Only we see this, only the designer will see this or know what it does. What we have to do is make sure that every time the button is pressed, the sound will play. So the first thing we need to do is say button 1, drag the one that says when button 1 click, do. And when button 1 is clicked, we want a sound to play, so we need to go to sound and say call sound 1 play. We're going to click them together like so, and that's actually all there is to this app. It's very simple, but still very cool when we see it. Okay, so our designer, it looks good. Our blocks over here, they look nice. Everything should work. What we need to do now then is test our app. So we go up here to build and say save APK to my computer. You can see there it's building for us. And what I want you to do once it's built is email me the file that appears on your computer. I have an emulator of an Android phone which will allow us to see if your app is working. Okay, 100%. And then we can see the HelloPurr app appear there. What we need to do now, I'm going to start my emulator. I don't really have an Android phone, so we use what's called an emulator, which makes a fake Android phone that is able to test our devices. Okay, once my emulator is up and running, I'm going to go ahead and go to my Gmail. And I'm going to email this to Beth at internationalschool.is. I'm going to say something like HelloPurr. I'm going to go down to the paperclip at the bottom, and I'm going to find this app, which is down in Downloads. You can see right there, there it is. Okay, we're going to wait for it to load so I can email it to Beth. Very important step. And when it's done and the name of the file has turned blue, click send. Okay. But actually, since this is on my computer, I can already test it. Here is our emulator. I'm going to find the file. I'm going to load it up. And we'll see, does it work? When I click the kitty, do I get a meow sound? Yes, I do. Everything is working and it looks great. That's all there is to it, guys. So I'll see you next time. Bye.